Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic the Gathering online league. We're back with Eldrazi ramp on the draw for game 1. Looking for a 7 mana value spell here. That's not it. We'll go Stomping Ground tapped and pass. Island, pass. What are we playing against? Flooded Strand, Passing, Draw, Myco Spawn, Cavern Souls, name Eldrazi. I will cast Rumble. Does Rumble resolve? Rumble resolves. I will grab Breaker and pass. Flooded Strand, fetch, Surveil. Could be Control. And I guess I should hold. Yeah, looking like Control. Teferi. Teferi attempt to bounce spawn. Second response, they don't draw a card. Draw. Ugin Lab. Imprint. Thinking I want to get Myco Spawn on board to ensure we have a threat. As much as I want to go like Talisman and Rumble, I think. Yield all. And I will play the Temple. Yeah, it seems relevant. And pass. So now we can attack down to Fairy. The Fairy plus. Reveal. Steam Vent Shock. Go to combat. Attack Tef. Emergency Eject. Second main. I will kick Myco Spawn. Get rid of the steam vents. Grab another temple. Shock Stomping Ground. And Rumble. I'll grab the Verdant Cat. And I will pass. And hold. Don't worry about it. I have more of that came from as well. Passing. Emrakul. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Go to combat. Attack at Tef. Tef down. In that case, 2, 3. That's annoying. Alright. I clicked on Myco Spawn to cast it, and then I went to go cancel. But what it must have happened is that I never clicked on kick or not, and so I wasn't canceling, I accidentally pressed OK. That's so unfortunate. Yeah, it's fine. It's not, but it is what it is now. Hashtag MTGO moments. How's this read? Basic land, put in battlefield tapped. Crack lander, forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 minus 4. So we'll return World Break now. And draw. Verdant Cat fetch. Forest. Kick. Myco Spawn. Mycospawn, kick Storm. And we'll scoop it up. Opponent just goes, only 3? You should have seen an opponent. I had 4 in my opening hand at some point recently. Oh, opponent. I didn't realize. Opponent did not just scoop the game, they scooped the match. They were done with sowing Mycospawn. Alright, well, we'll be back for match number 2. Alright, we're back for match 2 on the draw for game 1. And we'll pass. Steam Vent, Shock, Rag, DRC. Looks like Prowess then. Draw. Second lab. I mean, there's a world where we K command, but I think we still have Verdant Cat here. And pass. I'm just set up with this Rumble. Muted. Oh, interesting. They're going to Mutagenic Growth now to set up their top deck. I bet you they're looking for a land. Keeps it on top. That's a desperation play. Surveil. Yeah, so they're looking for a land, find the Surveil land. Probably not what they're hoping for, but better than nothing. For 3, down to 17. End step, fetch, Surveil. Forest, not exactly what I want, but we can take it. Draw. Lab, Imprint, Breaker. And Rumble. There's Cyrus 7 Death. I'll be taking you, friend. And I will pass. So I think we'll imprint the Ugin Bolt, target me. Yes. And hold. Bloodstainmire fetch down to 15. Corey Steelcut will resolve. 2. Lava Dart, rude. Sack and response and pass. One, 2. Phase change. We'll take 3 down to 10. I'll at least have a body on board with Mycospawn next turn. I'm thinking about Bajuka. With double Dart in yard, I'm definitely Bajuka. Whoa. Why are you doing this now? That seems aggressive. Like, you can't even get to Delirium off of 1 dart. We're down to 8. Draw. Another Emrakul. Imprint Emrakul. So that's 5. Bog will be 6. Forest will be 7 for the Sire. Bajuka Bog, target you, and pass in full. And pass. Preordain trigger. If we can make it through this turn, we might just be okay with the Sire. Do you have another spell to cast? 2 cards in hand, top, draw. So you have something you want to cast, I'd imagine. Pain cost. Mutagenic growth. But why on the DRC? Why not the Trample Monk? Jesus, sees a Lava Dart off the top? Insane. Dart, target me down to 7. So now I have 3 types in yard. 1 card left in hand. Trying to go for the Delirium. Fails. First strike, but it doesn't matter. I'm dead. That dart off the top. I swear I've died to dart off the top way too many times. I mean, we block, we take 8, we lose. Wild. Alright. I mean, game 1's always pretty rough, admittedly. So, Heat in, Trinisphere in, Ice Till out, Gemstone out. And then, what, Emrakul out, I believe? Yes, Emrakul out. Okay. Or Trim and Emrakul at least. Alright, time to play a game of Can I Resolve a Trinisphere? But yeah, those lava darts off top with DRC are just brutal. I've died so many times to that. On the play for game 2, I will be keeping this, thank you very much. We're going to go Shifting Woodland tapped. Reveal. And I suppose I will grab a second K command. Yeah, I think that's probably right. Shifting Wood. We'll pass. And pass. Let's see if they tap down. Steam Vent Shock. And I think that should spell the beginning of the end for them. Trinisphere, and pass. And pass. Next turn we can K command out the Swift Spear. No lander by opponent? That's insane. In that case, I'm gonna ramp, gonna exile Swifty. And done. And pass. And pass. And opponent scoops it up. We'll take the win. Yeah, I mean, I feel like good Prowess pilots always do fear the turn 2 Trinisphere. But the ones who don't get 1000% punished by it. On the draw, hand's a bit sketch, but if you draw into a sentimental value spell, it's good. We'll keep. But it goes down to 5 cards pretty quickly there. And pass. Bloodstain Mire, fetch, 19, Steam Vent, Shock 4, Swift. Down to 19, we'll draw. Sprawl's not what I wanted to see. Sanctum of Vugan, I'll pass. And pass. Swift Spear, down to 18. And passing, draw. Gemstone a bit late to the party. I'll cast a Talisman and pass. Don't. Opponent. Opponent, come now. I mean, maybe you think that I don't have any more mana, but like, that's such a bold assumption. That's just such a bold assumption. Talisman. Trinisphere, pass. Now what? To a Moldify with a Consign in hand, there was no world where I kept an opening 7 where you should consign that talisman. You are holding that consigned to memory with mana up as long as I have the sheer ability to cast a Trinisphere. In no world should you consign that. Bottom line. Well, that being said, we'll be back for match number 3. Alright, enter back 4, match 3 on the play for game 1. Weird hand. I'll keep it. Would love to see a forest. He's a temple. We'll pass. If I see a turn on rag, we have a K command. Flooded Strand. Passing. He's a forest. He's a talisman. He's a sprawl. And we'll pass. I mean, if I draw into a Mega Spawn, it is a kicked Mega Spawn on 3. It's not bad. Surveil. Snapcaster. What? Am I playing Is It Wizards? Snappy was definitely not on my list of things to see here today. Man, Snapcaster, such a relic of a different time. Scouting turn, fetch, 18, casting, Thunder Trap. I mean, being pretty cavalier about this and not holding up counter magic. So either A, don't have it, or B, have a flare. So I wonder if I need to cast this K return before the rumble first. Draw. Let's see then. We can go. How do I want to proceed? 1, 2, 3. So we'll go K return. Get rid of the Thunder Trap. Play around Flare. Unless you have a Force. And then Rumble, so now we're force checking. Oofda. We'll grab the Sanctum and pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can trigger the Sanctum off these K commands. Interestingly enough, we'll hold. So yeah, my first thought here is it Wizards? Given the Snap plus Thunder Trap and the mana base. Snow-covered mountain. Why snow-covered, though? I can't think of anything that would inform the reasoning behind that. Passing. We know they have a counterspell in hand. Draw. Sire 7-death is huge. I want that to resolve though, so we're going to use this K command as permission. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can trigger the Sanctum off this K command. What is this? It's a bold move regardless. I mean, if you tap out, I'm going to force check you. Is this a Deceiver Exarch, maybe? Is someone gonna attempt to Splinter Twin me? Flame. Destroy target artifact, float? Weird choice. Float. I mean, I'm gonna force check you. Unfortunately, I can't cast Sire right now, given the phase. Done. Yield all. Force check? I mean... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna say no in case they allow the trigger to resolve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Though I guess we could grab MTGO for a Cavern of Souls. I'll say no here. Does this resolve? There's no way you play that flame without backup. Right? Okay. Subtlety. Sure. Pitches Counterspell. I mean, I'll take it. Wait. Why would you... Wait. What? Oh, flare? That has to be a flare, right? There it is. I was like, wait 1 second. I mean, sure, I got, was that 4 cards out of your hand? 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, that's fine by me. It also tells me to have a force. That was well worth my time. I'll hold. That's wild choices were made. Blood Moon. That's kind of rude, but sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're 1 short of the Sire then. Land. Emrakul. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oofda. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. I'll pass. And hold. Yeah, I guess that would explain the flame choice now. Draw. Emrakul. I don't need to see you this many times. I swear, there are some days where I do think trimming down to 2 Emrakul might be correct. Snapcast Flame. Yep. This way you go to destroy the spawn, draw 2, I imagine. Yep. Second response will pass. So now I am 2 short of the Sire. Okay. Well, that was aggressive, but unfortunately it now makes sense. I don't like it, but here we are. Draw. Myco. No kick. You have a consigned memory. Paying cost. Dress down. It's not a creature on the stack, friend. So that doesn't do much unless there's just the point was to draw a card, in which case fine. I'll grab a forest for double green. Body hits the board. Dress down, sack. Must have just been for the draw. Heat. I guess. Oh, well. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's for the unholy heat. Interesting. Draw 1 plus heat. Sure. 4, 5, 6. I need a land. 6. Actually, a land for Emrakul. Yeah. No, we'll take it. Myco spawn again. And I suppose I will grab another forest. At this point, I think a temple's probably fine. Grab temp and pass. And pass. Tameo. Draw. Another Myco. And I should have attacked first. I forgot I had 2k returns in yard. I'm going to say no here, though. My opponent's going to scoop it up. Cool. So this is definitely Wizards. Win for game 1. What the hell do I want a sideboard for Wizards? It's more control-y. We definitely want heat. And I guess if they're on Moon, I guess I could argue Nature's Claim. Let me see if I can find a deck list. Not Grixis control. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of this list around is the problem. It's not Murktide. Is it control? Snapcaster, Tameo. This could be it. What I'm looking at here. He saw Flame. He saw Counterspell, though I don't see Flare here. So that doesn't seem quite right. Like, the closest thing I see here would maybe be Splinter Twin, but even this doesn't run Flare. Still does run Tameo Snap. Though I don't see the trainer here. Is the trainer in the other one? No. Well, I don't have a good read on this list. Is it energy? No. No. Alright, well, I guess I'll keep the Bajugabog, Cavern Souls, trim on a Rumble, and I'd say maybe an Emrakul here. Could bring in Nature's Claim, could bring in Vexing Bauble. Maybe the Vexing Bauble is correct. And the biggest thing I was looking for is if they play Subtlety, Force, and Flare, then the Vexing Bauble seems right, but I couldn't get a good read. Keep this hand, we'll pass. Normally I'd Vernon Catacombs fetch a Surveil Land, but I might go for a Forest, to be honest. Is this a Rag? It is a Rag. Yeah, in that case I need to go for a Forest here. Especially because we drew into that Sprawl. I'm thinking double green. Since likely we're going to see Blood Moon anyways. We could go red. I think double green's correct. We'll pass. Ragavan will Pilfer. What does Ragavan Pilfer? This means that at least next turn they can, or this turn they can Blood Moon. We have double green and then a red source. That does mean that we're off Myco Spawn if that happens. Do you turn to Blood Moon, Devourer? Would have liked that. Island Cycle. Missed a land drop. Plays an island. So that's a Counterspeller can sign up. Pain cost for Tameo. So Consign is still a possibility. There's Heat. Play Temple. I think I cast Myco Spawn here. If they want to consign the trigger, they can. No consign trigger. In that case, I'm thinking we go Cavern Souls, name Eldrazi, guarantee resolution of the body going forward. And I'll pass, and pass. Next turn we have a kicked Myco. Steam Vent Shock down to 15. The fact they went for the island just makes me feel like they definitely have a Blood Moon. If you want to feed me the Ragavan, be my guest. Pain cost for Flame. I just wanted the trigger off the Tameo first. Yep. Trigger the Tameo. 2 types in yard. Ragavan will Pilfer. What does Ragavan Pilfer? Ragavan Pilfer's a Forest. Less than ideal, but fine. Tameo plus. We do need to deal with that Tameo relatively quickly, though. I will kick a Myco Spawn. Myco Spawn kick, hit the steam vents. Do you have a consign? At the very least, I get the body. And if you do consign using the treasures, at least I get rid of the treasures. There is some thought to just cycling this K command for Delirium, but as long as we're pressuring the Tamiyo, that'll be a good start. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh. I mean, there is some thought to going Sanctum of Ugin, because that would allow me to then K command for 7, trigger Sanctum. So even if it doesn't resolve, that is tempting. That is assuming that we get this K command off, of course. Land's already in yard, so we can't fetch to increase the number of types in yard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think we go Sanctum here. And I'll pass. And pass. Tamiyo minus for flame. I mean, you can destroy the Myco plus draw 2 again, I suppose. I suppose there may have been an argument for a Bajuka Ball, get rid of cards in yard. Though I'm kind of okay with Tamiyo not ticking up is the biggest thing here. Thunder Trap. Finds Consign. You can still flame and then have 1 blue up. Yep. Ragvan pilfers, sees Ugin. That's quite unfortunate. That would have been nice to have. I will draw. Well, that's interesting. So in that case, I will kick. So kick like this. Kick your steam vents. You can consign again. Or not. Interesting. In that case, I will grab Temple. See, on one hand, I want to play Temple, cast Talisman. A little bit concerned they'll consign it, but if they consign it, that's not necessarily the end of the world, is it? Alright. Grab Temple. Talisman. Commercial districts. Surveil. Chrysalis to top. And then I'm going to heat the Tamiyo now. Pass. Tamiyo down. And pass. I guess the biggest thing they're probably thinking of if they crack the treasure and then don't have red. Paying cost. Another flame. That's fine. You'll grab the Chrysalis, which is annoying, but at least you can't cast it. One type short of Shifting Wood. be mindful of that. The only problem is now they still have that consign up. Another island. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. They have so many cards in hand that they're going to clean up. What do you pitch here? Counterspell, draw. In that case, I will cast Rumble. Does Rumble resolve? Flare. 4 types in yard now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We can still hold up K command in addition. I will pass. Making Shifting Woodland to a Mega Spawn is not desirable, but it is something. Pain cost 4. In response. Well, this one's a bit awkward. Because I want a Shifting Wood to block the Myco. Interesting. They can consign the memory only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do I just trigger the Sanctum? I think I have to just trigger the Sanctum, right? Ramp and Scry Draw. Yep. 9 and done. So what do you consign? Wait, what? I mean, I'll grab 4, 5, 6, or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 with the K command in yard. So we can grab the Emrakul. I'm not sure that's necessarily the best choice. Tempted to actually grab the World Breaker, to be honest. Either that or Devour would not be the right choice because then they just consign the K command. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could go Chrysalis, or we can go World Break, or Myco, or Emrakul. I mean, if they hold the consign, that means they're not hitting the Emrakul, so I think we grab the Emrakul. So either hold up consign for Emrakul, or you give me the K command. Neither is a good choice for you. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah. Unless you have multiple consigns in hand, which is a possibility because Ragavan will be able to get another treasure. And there's consign. Alright, we pass in full. Ragavan will get a hit in. Draw. I mean, that's not too bad. Sometimes I hate seeing multiple Emrakuls, and sometimes I love it. Oh, no shot? The body hits the board? What do you have? More Blood Moon, Preordain, and Snapcast. Wild. Alright, we'll draw. Tarfire. So, and Bunch just gonna scoop it up. Alright, I'll take it. With that being said, we'll be back for match number 4. Alright, we're back for match 4 on the play for game 1. I will keep and play Ugin Lab, Imprint, and pass. And I suppose we should hold on off chance it's relevant. It shouldn't be, but you never know, I suppose. Maseju Titan. Titan, Neobrand, Brute. I mean, there's a few things. This could be. Ice Till's nice. Rumble. I'll grab the Misty Rain. I guess we could put Misty Rain in Yard instead. Play the Shifting Wood, Misty Rain from Yard. So I think maybe grabbing the second Ice Till sounds nice, actually. Alright, and I'll pass. And we'll hold. This is Titan. We have Soin Mike spawn into Ghost Quarter and then double Ice Till. It's Titan. Rumble. Imagine you pick up Cultivator Colossus, or if you're in need of a Talisman Saga, Cultivator Colossus. Okie dokie, well I know what we're gonna do. And draw second Myco. Oh, now that's interesting. I guess the question is this. Do I think opponent can win next turn? It's not impossible. They go, what? Talisman? Talisman Lotus Field would give them 5. They would still need a +1. Do I take the risk is the question. Because if I just go Ice Till here, and then grab a land, that allows us set up for a kicked Myco spawn into a Ghost Quarter loop. Fine, I think I take the risk. Ice Till. Misty Rain, mill a card. And we'll pass. Next problem, of course, is if they have a Spelunking, our plan gets worse. Okay. So the kicked Myco spawn is going to be good here because now the Ghost Quarter loops are a bit rough. Playing Vestige. 2, 3, 4. Scape Shift. Dude, I don't know what to frickin' say about this deck anymore. Like, I think the lines we took were correct. But now we're going to get blown out of Scape Shift. I guess if I had grabbed Ghost Quarter and held it, it would have played around Scape Shift. Because, no, it doesn't. Because they have a Cultivator Colossus. So they just go, what? Bounce land, bounce land, bounce land, bounce land? It doesn't. It simply doesn't play around because then they have 8 mana for Cultivator Colossus and they get to just dig deep. Otherwise, they can also go, I don't know, bounce land Lotus Field, bounce land Lotus Field, pick up all 4, or pick up 2 at least. I guess it would be bounce land Lotus Field. I mean, there's so many different options here. No matter what we get hosed. We're so dead. Because they already have the Cultivator Colossus. If they're relying on Summer's Pact, then yeah, I think the Ghost Court would have been right, but the Colossus in hand, it doesn't freaking matter. Playing against Titan is just such a miserable experience because it feels like you have no right choices. It really does. I feel like going for the Mike Spawn line is correct because it plays around the Spelunking, right? If we just went Mike Spawn Ghost Quarter, then we just pray we're not dead on board. If they have a Spelunking. Like, at best, we can hit a utility land, but we also never get priority back because of Spelunking. So we never can really get a good opportunity to hit a utility land. They can always theoretically play around it. Short of a bounce for T-West, but they don't need T-West because of Cultivator Colossus, even though they're going to grab it anyways because they might as well. But yeah, they're just going to go full bounce land, so now they can go Cultivator. I mean, I'll pass until unstep. No, it doesn't matter because there's going to pick up T-West, pick up most of the bounce lands, right? Actually, let's go and pick up just the bounce lands, yeah. Then Cultivator Colossus, replay the bounce lands, draw at least 3 cards. It's going to be more, guaranteed, because they play like 32 lands. So they're going to draw like, I don't know, 8 at least. Yeah, we're so dead. That's not even funny. So yeah, the going for the Ghost Quarter line didn't matter. I've said it once and I'll say it again. If there's one thing I want gone out of Titan, it's Spelunking. Because it just makes them so impossible to interact with. At least with Amulet of Vigor, because it puts a trigger on the stack, Ghost Quarter and Besage are valid counterpieces, right? You can interact with them at instant speed. But as long as Spelunking's around, you really can't in a meaningful way. It's just, I don't know. It feels like this impenetrable defense for the most part. Like you try and make the best choice and it's just never good enough. And even if you make the best choice, it sometimes doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, we'll just scoop up here. Actually, show me the Titan first. Show me you go Titan Mirror Pool at least. Before I concede. Because all I need to do here is Titan Mirror Pool and go off. I guess I only have one Amulet effect. There's Pact. Oh yeah, you just go Aftermath Analyst, duh. Yeah, so no, it truly doesn't matter. It truly doesn't matter. Because Echoing Depths gets to see the Lotus Field and Yard, even though they come into play at the same time. So now you, for all intent purposes, have 2 Lotus Fields. Oh, you're going to go from Mirror Pool? Oh, you're just going to Mirror Pool the Cultivator Colossus. Duh. That makes sense. So you should have infinite mana, and you should draw the entirety of your deck. Because I guess it is draw a card, but you're not going to draw your entire deck. There's no way that's going to happen. It'd be a freaking miracle if you somehow decked yourself before killing me. Yeah. I'll just write that down as a loss now. Because now you have a hasty 11/11. You make another copy. Yeah, you're just making hasty Colossi. Infinite hasty Colossi. Yep, we'll concede. We're good. We're good. Alright, let's go to game number 2. So, cut the K return, Cavernous Souls out, Gemstone out, Issa Titan, Chrysalis out, Sire out, and I want to say that's everything. Ghost Quarter, Nature's Claim, Heat, and Fade. Alright. Yeah, I felt like we played that correctly, too. Going for the Micro Spawn line because it played around the Spelunking, and at least then we got rid of a land. And still were able to hold up Ghost Quarter. On the play for game 2, Nature's Claim, Sprawl, but no green sources. I mean, we theoretically could play the Sanctum and Ghost Quarter it, but that doesn't seem wise. It's definitely a choice, but I don't think it seems wise. We're going to mulligan. Yes, we can make this work. So pitch the Stomping Ground. We want the Verdant Cat so we can mill the Ice Tail. I'll keep Reveal and Pass and Trigger. I really want none of this, to be honest. I guess the Sprawl is okay, but no, I think I'm gonna mulligan all, or gonna pitch all. Imprint, Talisman, pass, and pass. What I need to see is Ghost Quarter. Ghost Quarter or Myco Spawn. Forest passing. Draw. And there's the Myco. Alright, so question again becomes... I mean, I still think we stick with the Ice Tail. I still think that's correct. Grab a Forest. Ice Tail. Verdant Catacomb Mill. And we'll hold. Because now we can again attempt to kick the Myco and go Ghost Quarter. Saga. No Splunking yet. Finds what? I've never seen that card in Titan before now. What? Okay. Tapped mill a card, fade. I'll draw. There's Ghost Quarter. So I suppose we want to go Verdant Catacomb, mill, fetch, Stomp Shock, keep the basics for later. Myco Spawn, kick Saga. Grab the Ghost Quarter. And then Ghost Quarter, the Forest. And Bundle Scoop it up now. Cool. That's what's going for last game and just did not work. Bring back in the Gemstone, trim the Rumble, run it back. I'm trying to remember, did I lose on turn 2 last game? I'm trying to remember. On their turn 3 is on the play. Yeah. My hand was not as fast as that, admittedly. Get a Soul Land off top. I'll keep it. I'll pass. Saga. Draw. Sprawl. 4 green. And pass. And pass. Show me a Soul Land, please. Vestige. Rumble. No. Soul Land. Thank you. Myco. Yield all. Ghost Quarter. Pop the Saga. Pass. No Amulet for you. Pass. Vestige. Spelunking. Curse that card. What do I want to do then next turn? Vestige. We could go another Myco Spawn and hold up another Ghost Quarter. That's rude. Crumbling Vestige. Or not Vestige. Commercial Districts. Top. We can't play the K command now is the only problem. Put on top. Draw. Forest. The problem now becomes so much. There's so many problems here. It's not even funny. What do we do? Because we absolutely get hosed by Escape Shift. But no, I think the second Mega Spawn's correct. I want to kick it, but I think the second one is correct here for another Ghost Quarter. Because if they don't have the Titan in hand, we need to narrow their lines. That's one of the things about playing against Titan. You only ever really narrow lines. You don't eliminate them, because if they have a Titan in hand, we're hosed. They do, so that's what that tells me. Or Cultivator Colossus. What is this, Titanless Titan? What is this? Oh, GSC? Yeah. Which means they can haste it before I can interact with the lands, because I don't get a trigger. Shoot. Yeah, that's a problem. Thankfully they can't go for the Mirror Pool loop, but they can haste it at the very least. Maybe not attacking was right. That way we had 6 power on board to block a Titan. As weird as that sounds. At the same time, not applying pressure to board feels god-awful, so I don't know. Because then we're just assuming they have the Titan in hand. We don't want to assume that. I mean, they try and go for T-West, we pop it, so that's a moot point. Bajuka Bog and Saga. A bit weird. We'll yield all. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unfortunately, we're short on this K command, even if we find a soul land. I'll pass and draw. Let's start with Rumble. Myco. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want the Myco, but I need the Temple. Temple. 1, 2, 3, 4. Short 2 of Exile. This Titan will hold the 2K commands. Alright, let's say you, opponent. Saga trigger. We can interact with their yard now, at least. I'm surprised they didn't haste the Titan. Why didn't they? I'm not dead this turn. So even if they go Otawara, I don't think I care. I basically just need to hold up this Ghost Quarter to ensure they don't start the loop. Yep, there's Otawara. So they can Otawara a Myco spawn back, but that's fine. Yep. Sure. I'll take 6 down to 14. What else you got? Escape shift absolutely wrecks me, but why would you do that now and not prior to combat? Amulet Vigor. Not horribly impactful right now since you have the Spelunking. End step. K command. X equals 4. Unholy Heat gets rid of that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ugin's also solid here. Honestly, I have a lot of good choices. Oh, this is interesting. Huh. What is my best choice? I think the Emrakul. Emrakul, hold up Ghost Quarter. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we could Micah Spawn plus Emrakul. We have a lot of good options here. We could also theoretically 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Right? 17, 10, 13. We could go Ugin and Emrakul. Get rid of Spelunking. Emrakul, get rid of Titan. The question is, do I want to get rid of Titan? I might not want to, is the strange part. I might not want to. Because if I do go Ugin and Emrakul, it means I have to tap down my Ghost Quarter. So I think going... We can't kick Micah Spawn and Emrakul as well, so... Oh, this is interesting. Regardless, Lab's bottom. I think I'm going to go top, 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 and draw. If you want to Besage you now, you can. Not even sure I would search. One Ghost Quarter is already in exile, right? Yes. Because I can pilot their deck. If I get the opportunity, I might be able to win. And the reason why I like the Heat here is because that way, even if they were to Ottawara my Emrakul back to hand, I can get rid of the Titan. If it came down to it. Okay. I think this should be the win. Alrighty, let's go for it. So I will play a forest. And Emrakul. Yield all. Hold up on Holy Heat and Ghost Quarter, no attacks. Saga, sure. Alright, time for fun. Oh, you have a Pact as well as a Cultivator Colossus? This is fantastic. You're making my job easy. Grazer. So at this point, we're going to have 2 amulets. Go to main, trigger. We're going to float. Yeah, I'm going to combo off of your own deck. All right, here comes the fun part. So I can't Besage my own cards, but I can definitely Lotus Field your field out, Pact, then pass. So I'm gonna go. Do we even need to go Sanctuary here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I go Pact Cast, yes. And then just go Titan. Yggdrasil, what the fresh hell is this list? What in the world? Titan. Cast Titan. I guess I can do it a bit differently. Green. And 1, 2. And then Titan. Triggers. Search again. Yes. We have a Titan that can attack, so I don't need to haste the second one. Instead, we can go Vesuva Lotus Field. Yes. Vesuva Lotus Field. Vesuva will become a copy of Lotus Field. Oh, I have to do the one that's already in board. No. No. Triggers. And then I'll go green. Green. All right, and then we'll yield all. And yield all. We'll sack and sack. Trigger, sack, and sack. And then no reason to go any deeper here. We just attack in with Titan. We block the Titan. And from here, we grab Echoing Depths, and they can't pay. So we'll just phase change. Go to attack. Trigger. Yes. For Echoing Depths. And is it up to? It is up to. So I don't need to do any more than that. Yep. That is fine by me. Yep, no reason to go any deeper. We'll target Lotus Field. We'll just say yes, trigger. And sack, and sack. Go to blocks, block. And while we're at it, we're going to Ghost Quarter for insult to injury. No. And I invite you to pay for the pact. And opponent scoops it up. We got there. Thank you, Emrakul. All right, solid stuff. We'll be back for match 5 and very possibly the 5-0. All right, we're back for match 5 on the draw for game 1. This hand desires green sources. Breeding Pool, tapped. Could be Birthing Row. What the? Breeding Pool, Opal, Tameo. Jeskai Ascendancy? That's my first thought, is Jeskai Ascendancy. Draw. Could be cutter, but it's the breeding pool that's throwing me off. Sprawl, don't want you right now. I'm very half tempted to play this Ghost Quarter first over this Temple. I'll play the Ghost Quarter and then pass. That way, worst comes to worst, I play Lab, Ghost Quarter Lab for a green source. Not my preferred play, but it sure is a play. Bobble. Bobble, draw a card. I mean, if this is Jeskai Ascendancy, they could theoretically win this turn, I think. And yeah, we're passing full. Chart, of course. Yeah, this feels like Jeskai Ascendancy. Flips the Tamiyo. Tamiyo plus. Emery. There's Bobble, Might. So definitely don't want to play the Sprawl. Alright, the draw. Green source? Nope. Ugin Lab. No imprint. Tap. I hate doing this. Ghost Quarter. Yes. Forest. Rumble. There's all my lands. What I want here. Shifting Wood or Wooded Foot? I'm gonna say Wooded Foot. I want red. Alright. I mean, I'm pretty certain I'm gonna be dead soon. So I'm not sure it's entirely gonna matter. I think we had a bit of a slow start and they had a pretty fast one. Oh, tapping for white. That makes me think that they have the Jeskai Ascendancy. So Vexing Bauble is going to be really key here. Nature's Claim, Trinisphere, Fade, Unholy Heat over Return. Yeah, that's Jeskai Ascendancy. I mean, at this point they win, right? I mean, I'll pass in full. Because then they can untap Emery. They have the Ambers. Yeah, this is infinite mana, infinite card draw. And they can make the Emery infinitely big until they find a cutter. Yeah, we'll concede. Well, we'll concede. We're good. Alright. Actually, a deck where Soulless Jailer would be good as well. So, Ascend, I guess, yeah, Jeskai Ascendancy, lost for game one. So yeah, we want Bauble, Trinisphere, Fade, definitely cutting K return, Gemstone. We theoretically could have blocked, but they would have grabbed a Corey Steelcut at some point, and that Emery, which would have been infinitely big, would have had trample. Either that, or they would have drawn into Repeal and bounced the spawn, so it did not matter. I don't even know what this deck looks like right now. Let's see if I can find a list. I want to know what their sideboard looks like most of all. Let's see here. Consign, of course. Heat, Flage, Wear, Tear. It's nothing too, like, insane. So in that case... yeah, maybe just trimming an Emrakul or a Sire. Say maybe a Sire. Because then if we Emrakul, we can mill them out with their own combo. I also want Heat, though. The thing is, Heat does clear Emery, but not Tamiyo. So what do I cut for Heat would be the question. maybe the Nature's Claim? Like 2 Nature's Claim, keep the Fade, keep the Heat, or keep the... At the same time, they land... Maybe the Fades aren't good enough here. Yeah, the Fades actually feel pretty bad. Let's run it like this. Alright, on the play for game 2. That hand is god-awful. This hand is tolerable, but not great. We'll keep what we pitch. Stomping Ground. I kind of want to hold on to the Lab in case we draw into a 7-mana value spell. We're going to play the Commercial District on 1. Cavern Souls. Yep, we'll pitch the Stomp. Commercial District, Surveil, Cat to Yard, and pass, Island, Bauble, Tamiyo, draw, Devourer, Imprint Devourer, and Rumble, Emrakul. Though 1, 2, 3, 4. If we go Talisman, we can get rid of the Tamiyo. We'll go Talisman. And Heat. And pass. So next turn we have Mike. I would love to see a Temple off top. Worst comes to worst, I think I might grab a Shifting Woodland here. So we can start hitting the face with an Emrakul. What say you, opponent? I feel like if you had the Ambers or the Opals, you would have already played them. I feel like you don't have those. There's a Saga. Not thrilled about that, but we can play over that. I think they will eventually grab a Tormod's Crypt. Not thrilled about that prospect. So yeah, I would love to see a Temple so I can kick the Saga. But now the question is whether or not they have a Consign. Cavern Souls, name Eldrazi. Yield all. Grab Shifting Woodland. Yes. And pass in full. Right now I have 16 damage on board. So they have no blockers. We can pressure them quite a lot. Saga trigger. Saga. Ugh. Amber. Tamiyo. So they have a blocker. Not to mention Construct. Draw. Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could, but let's start with Emrakul. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's cancel that for a second. Stomping Ground, Shock. Target Emrakul. Hold up the Devourer in case it's relevant. Go to combat. 16 damage. Do you want a block of a Construct? You will. It is a 2/2. But you didn't block. That's concerning. We'll hold. You're down to 4. I imagine you have to grab a Tormod's Crypt here. Unless you get hit by another Emrakul. Yield all. Really? That's surprising. Why concede there unless that they trim out the Tormod scripts? That would be strange, but sure. Alright, let's run it back. On the draw for game 3. Let's see if we can get that 5-0, eh? I mean... yeah. All the hate pieces we could ever need. I need to draw into temples, though. I'll keep. Won't pass. Blue to Delta. Bobble. Amber. Draw. Nature's Claim. Shock. Bobble. Pass. Bobble hits board. Polluted Delta fetch. For Thundering Falls Surveil. Polluted Delta to yard. Bobble target me. Surprising they didn't bobble target itself there, to be honest. See if they wanted the fetch even. So we're going to play Bobble, hold up Nature's Claim. Saga, I want to get rid of that Saga ASAP. Draw, Windswept Teeth. In that case, Bobble number 2. And then on their upkeep, Wooded Foothill fetch for a forest. Nature's Claim Saga, and pass. Spell Pierce, rude. Pass. And pass. Surprised they kept Spell Pierce in, to be honest. Corey Steelcut. We'll draw. In that case, I will play the Windswept Teeth and fetch. The only downside here now is I play the Trinisphere. The baubles are technically offline, which I'm not a fan of. We'll go for Forest or a Stomp here. We don't need double red. We don't need double green either. I'll grab the Forest and Trinisphere. Because now we can slow down the Corey Steelcut. Saga trigger. With all a Temple or a 7-mana value spell so I can get these K commands online. We can start cracking the baubles technically. Since now we're just trying to delay the Corey Steelcut more than anything else. They do play Haywire Might, which is relevant, but they currently don't have green, which is good. And that can change rather quickly. Floats. And Bobble, really now. Bobble target me. Saga, rude. Casting. What? Huh? I'll be real. Nowhere in a million years would I have expected that. Huh. I desperately need a 7-mana value spell off top here. Yield all. I need to exile that Ock ASAP. Draw. 7-mana value spell or a temple. I think that's like, what, 13 hits? Draw. What do I want to do here? Crack a bobble. Jesus Christ, okay. Play Misty Rain. Yeah, probably just play the Misty Rain. Surveil. Alright, well, that was surely unexpected, I'll be honest. 7 down to 9, down to 8 after our fetch. I might not be able to play anything, but they can surely make constructs. Abhorrent Oculus and Jeskai Ascendancy. Wild. Down to 9. End step. Fetch down to 8. Which does mean lethal's on board now. Surveil. God. We could attempt a rumble. Yeah, we'll attempt a rumble. It's 3 mana though. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have. Shoot. Yeah, I realize now that that's probably ill-advised on my part. Should have actually cracked the bobble as well. I had that opportunity. Spell Pierce kills me. Spell Snare kills me. Finds an Ugin. Lab Imprint. And hold the K command. Do you make a construct? If you do, we cast the K command. Fetch Polluted Delta. Hollowed Fountain tapped. Makes a construct. I'm going to ramp. I'm going to exile. Actually, let me let that resolve. Yes, that will resolve. Ramp and exile. Exile the construct. And done. And pass. Saga trigger. I can't do much at this point. I can block and then crack the Vexing Bauble. Probably should have done that the turn prior. When we saw the rumble off top. Probably should have even done that before the Surveil, to be honest. What say you, opponent? Makes another construct. Do you have Boots to Haste? Oh, you can equip the Corey Steel Cut. Shoot. Tormod's Crypt. Yep, there's the Crypt of Corey Steel Cut, which means I do die. Yeah. That's 10 damage. My own Trinisphere kinda hurts me right now. Otherwise, I could exile it. 'Tis not the case, though. We'll concede. Huh. Um, yeah, there's a few different things I could have done differently there. I definitely think I should have cracked the bauble prior to surveilling with Commercial District to see what I draw off top, and then Commercial District, because if we, again, seen the 7-mana Value Spell or Temple that turn, we could have got rid of the Oculus. But unfortunately, we didn't, so cracking the bauble probably would have been correct. I 1000% was not expecting Oculus. Not in 1,000 years was that on my list of things to expect. But, say la vie. Alright, well, with that being said, that still will be a 4-1 record at the end of 5. Honestly, some solid results against Control, Prowess, Wizards, and of course Titan. Always a good day when you beat Titan, so cannot complain of that. Unfortunately, lost to Jeskai Ascendancy for the 5-0, but definitely a deck that I am not as familiar with right now. I have not seen that in a hot minute, but since it did get 8th place and looks like the ANZ 5K, we might see it some more. We'll have to wait and see, though I think the opals will be a bit of a cost prohibitive thing. Also, I feel like if you're playing opal decks, I think you're playing better off playing affinity, at least in my experience. But maybe I'm wrong in that. We'll have to wait and see. Regardless, we'll have to give that deck a little bit more thought just in case going forward. With that being said, though, that there will be the end of tonight's YouTube video. As always, if you did enjoy it, please do consider hitting the like button. Comment down below if you did see any lines that I missed, any mistakes that I made, or any general feedback be much appreciated. For as much that I hope y'all learn from me in both my successes and failures, I hope I can learn from you all as well. Last but not least, if you have reached the point of the video and haven't already, please do consider hitting the subscribe button as we are continuing to grow this channel. However, if you do want to watch these videos recorded live over on Twitch, you can find me there Sundays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. CST and Fridays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. CST. Otherwise, you can head over to my Patreon where you can find these videos ad-free and early. With that being said, though, folks, I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!